Hi everyone, it's Alex, and welcome to our apartment tour. My boyfriend Zach and I moved to San Diego, California about 4 months ago, and we live in a 600 square foot apartment about 15 minutes from the beach. I know this can be considered small for some, but I also know a huge portion of people live in a smaller space, so I thought it would be fun to show you guys how we decided to decorate our home. Let's just get right into it. Alright guys, so starting right from the doorway, our entryway wall has this diamond grid coat hanger. We mostly just use it for our bags. We have our baby blue hiking bag, which we only just bought at Target recently. We have this beach bag that I'm totally obsessed with because it fits everything we need, and we usually just keep a towel inside ready to go. And I got this at Goodwill, I believe. And then we have our two JanSport book bags. And our entryway, we just kind of turned into Zach's desk area. And this dark oak piece of furniture is one of my favorite pieces in the entire apartment. I actually got this off of a reseller on OfferUp for about $35, and I just absolutely love the detailing of it. This chair was also thrifted. It's just this vintage desk chair. Totally obsessed with the detail of it as well. And this is just where Zach keeps all of his musical equipment. We also keep our camera gear and extra cameras on these shelves. And then right above his desk area, we just have our world map. I've been meaning to frame this, but I haven't really found a frame that's affordable enough, but it is on my list. I think once I frame it, it will look so much better. And then to the left of the desk area, I just have a vintage photo of Julia Roberts. I actually got this from our Playboy magazines that we got off of the same woman who sold us my Canon AE1. Zach and I both like erotic art, so that was a really cool collection, and we decided to buy some. And then moving on to our wine rack, we got this thrifted as well. This top actually comes off, which I do love, but we honestly never use. We're not really drinking right now, so we just have this white wine for cooking, and of course a wine opener. And then another piece of furniture that I'm totally obsessed with is this vintage ornate mirror. I got this at a thrift store as well, and it kind of started and fueled my collection addiction to vintage mirrors. I just think it's really beautiful, and adding mirrors to a small space just helps to make the space look bigger, and I love how it reflects different areas of my apartment. So yeah. And now leading into the dining room area, I have this beautiful high top dark wood table that I got again on OfferUp. Most of my furniture is on OfferUp. And then I decided to add these burgundy cushions to match my kitchen, and I have these farmhouse looking placemats as well. And then right above our dining table we have some photos. And this is just from our first roll of film that I took on my Canon. Just decided to add some of our favorites here. I think it's a cute way to display my photography. And then going on to the wall, another favorite part of my apartment, and I don't think I can show this one up here. Again, it's just one of the pieces from the vintage Playboy collection that we got from that woman, but I do have this California map piece, a San Francisco art piece, because Zach first lived in San Francisco and that's where we met. A map of Puerto Rico, because I'm Puerto Rican. This Make Art Not War poster. Then I have some erotic art, a moon, and more erotic art. Going along the wall, I just have these fake vines kind of going to frame the wall, and it goes all the way into the kitchen area. But before we get into the kitchen, I just had to show you guys my second ornate mirror. And I got this from a thrift store as well. It's actually just like a plastic mirror, but it looks so much better than it actually is. And yeah, it's just an oval mirror. It's in front of our bathroom, but I don't think I'm going to include my bathroom in this tour because it's not really the cutest, but I do plan on doing a bathroom makeover, so possibly soon. And then our kitchen. So these tiles, I was actually waiting for them to come in the mail for me to film this apartment tour. And I'm so glad that Zach did an awesome job with it because I'm really obsessed with how it looks. And again, we just have this burgundy theme to our kitchen. My mom was a huge burgundy lover, so I decided to honor her by kind of theming my kitchen based around how she used to growing up. And here to the right, I've got a rice cooker, of course, some rice next to it, and there is leftover rice from last night because Zach and I love to eat rice. Our stove, we have just like this ladle holder and I guess another ladle holder, some essentials that we keep along our stove top. We have an air fryer, some oil that I keep next to it, that's some quinoa back there. And then we just keep all of our cleaning essentials along this space here, as well as a stool. And this is all of our storage for pantry space. It's not much, but it does do the job. I also keep our oven mitts hung up here. Have some extra towels here. And then I do use the top of my fridge for some extra storage space. And then I just have some photos here on my wall of friends and family. And then I decided to add this simple red clock to the wall in front of my kitchen just as an accent piece, along with this fan that I got in Venice. We use this cabinet here for our trash can, and then to the left of that we just have some extra appliances like our microwave, our toaster, our meal replacement, Zach's shake bottle, a milk frother, and this cute little pour glass that I got at a thrift store. And then one thing I do love about the apartment is the open space in the kitchen. It just allows for a really interactive experience for anyone that's in the living room. And I do love the fact that we have a double sink, so we just use the left side to dry our dishes. And I guess the person who lived here before did not know what a cutting board was, so we just decided to permanently add our cutting board over this janky looking area. And we use these little gummies here to just keep it in place, so that seems to do the job for us. And then we keep our paper towels here in front. Since we don't really have much space, I use this for my fruit and produce, and I think it's just really cute. It adds a lot of color to the kitchen area and it reminds me to actually eat my fruit. Have a basil plant here, and then I did string along some fake vines across the top of this bar area just to add some cute detail, and that leads me to the bar area. I'm just really glad we have some extra space, and we got these chairs at a thrift store. I thought they were absolutely perfect. I was so ecstatic to find out that they fit my bar area almost perfectly. We keep our ottoman here, I think that's how you pronounce it. We just use this as an extra seat for whenever we have guests over, or to place our feet on top of when we're sitting on the couch. Over here we have a monstera plant. Behind that there is an oil diffuser, and this little corner is one of my favorite corners of the apartment because it has our vinyl player, which is secondhand from a woman on OfferUp. I think it's the same woman who sold us our camera. And yeah, along the wall we have some of our vinyls for display, and this beautiful pothos which I decided to vine along the wall towards our other vinyls. This was Zach's idea. At first I wasn't too crazy about it, but I'm so glad that I gave it a try because it just looks really cute. It's kind of like our music corner. And then as our centerpiece for the living room, we have this tapestry, which just kind of represents Colorado to me personally, because it's the tapestry I had with my old roommate in Colorado, and I think it's just absolutely beautiful, and it reminds me how much I love the mountains. To the left I have a marble pothos, and I have this beautiful mosaic lamp. And I just got this at Ross, I think like 6 months ago. It was $30 and it's the best investment I've ever made because it's gorgeous at nighttime and it provides the right amount of dim lighting for us. And then we did get this couch on OfferUp. It was a great deal. I was looking for an L couch because I just think it's perfect for this apartment style. Our couch is just a dark gray sectional. I went for a dark color because I know how stained couches can get. And our living room setup is a little bit not very practical. We had to put our television up against the wall or else we would have just had it right in the center. So that's why we decided to put the L portion of our couch facing the actual television. I feel like most people would have just put it against the wall, but that's the reason we didn't. And then right below that, we just have this beautiful rug that I got from Ross, and I think the colors match the tapestry really beautifully and just helps to bring together the entire living room. And we bought this small coffee table for like $10 on OfferUp. It's the perfect size for our small living room. On the wall here we have Zach's guitar hanging. I think it's just the perfect place for his guitar. Whenever he's sitting on the couch, he just feels inspired to grab it. So to the left of that, we have a small bookshelf with some books. I decided to put my Polaroid camera there because I thought it was a cute accent piece, and also just have this lotus flower that is blooming, and so I'm just kind of letting it do its thing. Below that is a diagram of vaginas. Yes, vaginas. Anyways, below that we have our Playboy collection. So these are the magazines I was telling you guys about. We do have more in our bedroom, but these are just the coolest ones that we personally got from her. And we just kind of have them here for display so our guests can check them out if they ever feel like it. And I bought this mint green magazine holder to actually hold them. To the left of that, I just have a plant. I honestly forgot what the name of this plant is. If you remember, let me know in the comments. To the left of that is my larger coffee table. So this used to be my coffee table when I lived in Colorado, but it's way too big. So we just use it as our television stand. And it honestly works out perfectly because we can use the bottom of the coffee table as extra storage, and it's turned into a charging station at this point. Above the coffee table, I just have some decorative pieces here and a beautiful photo of my parents in this ornate vintage frame, some Palo Santo and sage, some essential oils, candles, stones, and my Tibetan bowl. And because of our strange setup, we just got a television mount and we're able to just move the television whenever we watch TV at night, and that pretty much does the job for us. And then moving on towards the front door again, we just have a camera bag and then a basket here carrying some fitness essentials like my foam roller, my yoga mat, my towel, and my hula hoops. I have a San Pedro cactus at the front of our door, and then we do have this key holder, which of course does not have my keys on it. But usually we do a pretty good job of keeping the keys here. Some masks, my everyday purse, and then a little mirror, mostly just for an accent piece. I never really use it, to be honest. And we don't get too much light in our apartment, which is my least favorite thing of the apartment. It makes my plant over here like not do very well. So we decided to opt out on a curtain, and we just framed the window with these fake vines again. I think it looks pretty nice. Alright guys, so that pretty much concludes the apartment tour. I decided to keep my bedroom out of it because I'm just not entirely finished decorating it. It's a little bit dull, so hopefully I will have a bedroom tour ready for you soon. We do pay $14.25 for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, and we live about 15 minutes from the beach. We wanted to live closer to the beach, but honestly, we feel pretty lucky to even have gotten approved in the midst of a global pandemic. Things I didn't really notice until I moved to California was that a lot of apartment buildings are privately owned, and this could be a great thing. It helps in your chances in getting approved. But another thing is that most places don't have AC, a central AC system, so we did have to buy an AC for our bedroom. Most places also don't have a washer dryer, and I know that this is common for a lot of states. I just personally wasn't used to it because in Florida, most apartment buildings do have all of those features. So if you do want those features, I noticed that the price boosts like $300 to $400 for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath around here. I'm pretty satisfied with the rent amount just because the quality of life out here is greater. The weather is really awesome. I'm close to the beach. I'm close to the mountains. I'm close to some of the most beautiful national parks in the United States. I think once our lease is up, we will probably move a little bit closer to the beach. I just wanted to include that small bit of information because I feel like it was really helpful for me to watch these types of videos before I moved out here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time.